Dreaming of Paris?
Imagine strolling down the charming streets, the Eiffel Tower glowing in the night.
Savoring croissants at a quaint cafe and shopping like a movie star.
Paris isn't just a city, it's a magical experience waiting for you.
From iconic landmarks to hidden gems,
We're taking you to 12 must-see spots and sharing insider secrets to make your trip unforgettable.
ready to fall in love with the city of lights?
Let's dive in and discover Paris together.
Join us now.
This is your captain speaking. Have a great time in Paris.
Oh, Paris! Welcome to Paris, the city of love and lights. Known for its romance, art, culture, and fashion, Paris draws millions of visitors each year with its timeless charm. Beyond these iconic nicknames, Paris is also the capital of fashion, art, monuments, and the most magnificent bridges. But why do we call it the City of Lights? It's not just because of its dazzling nightscape, featuring the Eiffel Tower's 20,000 bulbs. The nickname dates back to the 17th century when King Louis XIV ordered streetlights to be installed in order to improve public safety. And as the City of Love, Paris captivates with its stunning architecture, storied history, and endless inspiration found in books and films. From iconic landmarks like the Eiffel Tower and Notre Dame to world-class shopping on the Champs-Élysées, this city has it all. Stay with us as we explore the art, cuisine, and beauty that make Paris a dream destination for millions.
Here's a quick tip. Make screenshots like this on Google Translator with the hotel's Wi-Fi. Then just show it to cab drivers, waiters, or whoever you want to talk to. They'll really appreciate your effort and it will make everything much easier.
Deciding the best of Paris is like picking your favorite Beatles song. Where do you start? Well, let's start the countdown with famous bridges. Pont Alexander III, inaugurated in 1900 for the World's Fair and celebrated for its stunning beauty. The bridge features 4 carved pillars, each topped with gilded statues. These statues not only add to its grandeur, but also provide stabilizing counterweight for the arch without obstructing the monumental views. Pont de Grenelle. This bridge is unique as it passes behind a replica of the Statue of Liberty, a gift from the USA. The Pont de l'Alma Bridge is the home to the Flame of Liberty. This full-sized replica of the Statue of Liberty's torch became an unofficial memorial for Princess Diana in 1997. The bridge is the site of the tragic car crash that claimed her life. In 2019, the site was officially named Place Diana. Pont de Arts, famous for once being the Love Lock Bridge of Paris, where visitors attached personalized padlocks to its railing and threw the keys into the Seine River. Although it's now forbidden to attach locks, the bridge remains a romantic symbol in the city. Paris boasts 37 great bridges across the Seine River. Stay tuned as we show you the best way to see them all. Step into the world of the Moulin Rouge, where Parisian nightlife has dazzled since 1889. Experience the Fiery Revue, a spectacular show featuring 80 international artists, 1,000 costumes adorned with feathers, sequins, and rhinestones, and the iconic French can-can. Père Lachaise is Paris's most visited cemetery. It is the final resting place of many famous people such as Frédéric Chopin, Jim Morrison, and Oscar Wilde. All the cemeteries are open to the public daily and free of charge from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. More than half a century after his death, rock star Jim Morrison's grave continues to be its most visited site. Morrison was born in the United States on December 8, 1943 in Melbourne, Florida. He died July 3, 1971, in Paris, France at the age of 27. He was the lead singer of The Doors. Les Jardins du Trocadero, located near the Eiffel Tower in the heart of Paris, offers one of the most stunning views of the iconic landmark. This beautiful spot is surrounded by lush gardens, bustling eateries, and ample green space, making it a favorite for both locals and tourists. The centerpiece of the Trocadero is a grand fountain, flanked by statues, all set against the breathtaking backdrop of the Eiffel Tower. Originally created for the 1937 World's Fair, this 30,000 square foot green oasis is a perfect place to relax, take in the views, and immerse yourself in the beauty of Paris. Please subscribe to this channel and hit the notify button. That way you'll never miss out.
And you'll be helping to support all our effort and expense that goes into creating these videos.
Most of all, it costs you absolutely nothing.
So subscribe now.
You'll be so glad you did. The Luxembourg Gardens, the largest in Paris, are a beloved retreat for both Parisians and tourists alike. Open to the public during daylight hours, these gardens offer free access to a peaceful escape in the heart of the city. It's the perfect place for a leisurely stroll, where you can admire the stunning beauty of the gardens on the palace grounds or watch children sail small boats in the central fountain. With statues of famous figures scattered throughout, the Luxembourg Gardens are a true Parisian gem, offering a tranquil and picturesque setting for all to enjoy. The Palace of Versailles, a former royal residence commissioned by King Louis XIV, is located just 11 miles west of Paris, drawing over 15 million visitors each year. It's one of the world's most popular tourist destinations. Designated as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1979, the palace is owned and managed by France and has been open to the public since 1995. The story of Versailles began in 1623 when Louis XIII built a simple hunting lodge on the site. After his death, Louis XIV expanded the chateau into the Grand Palace we know today. Interestingly, Napoleon used the Grand Trianon as a summer residence from 1810 to 1814 but never occupied the main palace. The Hall of Mirrors is the palace's most famous room, known for its dazzling design and historical significance, as the site where the Treaty of Versailles was signed, ending World War I. Admission to the gardens is free, except on days when special events take place. The park is open year-round, but the palace itself is closed on Mondays. To enter, you'll need a national identity card or passport, and visitors are advised not to bring backpacks, bags, or suitcases, as these must be checked at the luggage desk. For those planning a visit, the train is an affordable option. For $8 for a round trip, the RERC line offers a direct route to the Palace of Versailles in little over an hour each way. A taxi ride from the Louvre takes about 23 minutes and costs around $45 one way. The Musée d'Orsay, a museum that since 1986 has been housed in a former railway station built in 1900 on the left bank of the Seine. The museum holds mainly French art dating from 1848 to 1914. It houses the largest collection of Impressionist and Post-Impressionist masterpieces in the world by Claude Monet, Renoir, and Van Gogh, just to name a few. It is one of the largest art museums in Europe.
And here's a few that you're sure to recognize.
One of the best ways to capture the beauty of Paris is by taking a cruise on the Seine River. It's the perfect way to see the city's most iconic monuments and bridges. When visiting the City of Light, a river cruise is an absolute must. For a budget-friendly alternative to a dinner cruise, consider using Batibus, Paris's only hop-on hop-off river service. With 9 stops across the city, including the Eiffel Tower, Notre Dame, Musée d'Orsay, and more, you can explore Paris at your own pace, rest your tired feet, and save a bundle on cab fare too. A 2-day unlimited pass only costs $29 each for adults and $19 for children, offering incredible value. Running from 10 a.m. to dusk, Batibus provides a convenient way to see all the sights. The trimaran vessels, fully covered in glass and named after famous Paris landmarks, offer maximum comfort and stunning panoramic views of the Seine River. While they don't serve meals, you'll find plenty of delightful cafes along your journey to satisfy your cravings.
Hey, check out this new boat they have in the fleet. It's the Lego boat.
Wow, that's so cool. Let's visit the Arc de Triomphe and do some of that shopping Paris is famous for. But first, this is the Rue de Grenelle open-air market. It's open on Wednesdays and Sundays from 7 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. It is very large and is located between the Montpiquet and Duplex Metro, under the overhead metro bridge and right at our Paris apartment. In Paris, you can choose between 65 open-air markets. They sell everything and you will find high-quality fresh products, often handed down from father to son.
Looking out the window of this Paris taxi is proof that sometimes the journey is as great as the destination.
The Arc de Triomphe in Paris is one of the world's most iconic monuments, honoring those who fought and died for France during the French Revolution and Napoleonic Wars. The names of French victories and generals are inscribed on its surfaces, and beneath its vault lies the tomb of the unknown soldier from World War I. A visit to the Arc offers stunning, unobstructed views of the Eiffel Tower in Paris. Climb 284 steps to the top for a breathtaking experience, especially at sunset when the city lights up like a Christmas parade. Commissioned by Napoleon after his victory at Austerlitz in 1806, the Arc stands at the center of 12 radiating avenues. Although Napoleon never saw it completed, his body passed through it when returned to France in 1840. The Arc de Triomphe is easily accessible via the RER and Metro, with an exit at Charles de Gaulle Etoile station. Pedestrians should use the underpasses at Champs-Élysées and Avenue de la Grande Armée to reach it safely. Shopping on the Champs-Élysées is a girl's dream come true. You'll love window shopping.
You might not want to buy here though, unless you have a budget like a movie star.
That's okay, it's fun to browse and enjoy the sights. Well, it's easy to find a cab to take us back to our apartment motel, then we'll enjoy this nice cafe.
Okay, you caught us. You just have to stop at the bakery to take some sweets up to your room. The strange thing is we spent 10 days in Paris and didn't gain a pound. Of course we ate everything wrong, but here in France, it's all homemade and fresh with natural ingredients. So you're okay to splurge. By the way, we left you a link to our apartment motel, so you can enjoy all these views out your window too.
Be sure to give us a like, would you? Welcome to the Louvre, the world's largest museum, home to over 35,000 priceless masterpieces and artifacts, each telling a story that words can barely capture. The Louvre's journey began in 1190 as a fortress, but it wasn't until 1793, after the French monarchy moved to Versailles, that it reopened as the iconic museum we know today. And at the heart of this treasure trove, the Mona Lisa, painted by Leonardo da Vinci, her enigmatic smile has captivated millions. Some say she's hiding a secret behind that bemused expression, a mystery that only adds to her allure. Worth an estimated $870 million, the Mona Lisa is truly priceless. It belongs to the French people, protected by law, and can never be sold or bought. But did you know she was once stolen? In 1911, Vincenzo Peruggia, an Italian handyman, pulled off the greatest art theft of the 20th century. After hiding the painting in his apartment for 2 years, he tried to sell it in Florence. His plan was unraveled when the museum museum he approached alerted the police. Vincenzo Perugia claimed in court he was avenging Italy. Surprisingly, the court in Florence gave him a very light sentence, which was 1 year and 15 days. After her safe return in 1913, the Mona Lisa became more famous than ever, solidifying her place as one of the world's most iconic works of art. Notre Dame de Paris, which means Our Lady of Paris, or simply Notre Dame, is more than just a cathedral. It's a symbol of history, faith, and the enduring spirit of Paris. This iconic French Gothic masterpiece, dedicated to the Virgin Mary, has stood tall since construction began in 1163 under King Louis VII. Over the centuries, Notre Dame has witnessed countless events, from wars to revolutions, yet its breathtaking architecture continues to captivate millions. Among its treasures is the Crown of Thorns, believed to have been worn by Jesus Christ. Each year, millions of visitors from around the world come to marvel at its beauty and significance. In April 2019, a devastating fire shook the world, severely damaging Notre Dame. The tragedy sparked a global outpouring of support, with efforts to restore this beloved monument already underway. Despite its challenges, Notre Dame remains a beacon of Parisian resilience, inspiring awe and reverence in all who visit.
Would you like to go Christmas shopping in Paris for Christmas Eve?
Jerry, we'd all like that. At least all us women.
Well, here we go.
Okay, women, it doesn't matter what month it is because this is going to be your early Christmas present. Christmas in Paris is pure magic. The City of Lights dazzles even brighter as streets and landmarks like the Champs-Élysées and the Eiffel Tower glow with festive decorations. Picture yourself strolling along the Seine or shopping beneath a canopy of twinkling lights. Paris in winter is a feast for the senses. As the city transforms, so do the menus. Restaurants serve up cozy dishes like bœuf bourguignon, raclette, and soupe à l'oignon, making the season even more delicious, but be sure to bring a jacket as there will be cooler temperatures. Well, we're getting very close to the #1 site in Paris. Did you already guess it? Please tell us in the comments below, we'd really like to know. Few landmarks in the world are as iconic and instantly recognizable as the Eiffel Tower. When you think of Paris, it's likely the first image that comes to mind. Named after the engineer Gustave Eiffel, whose company designed and constructed it, the Eiffel Tower was built between 1887 and 1889 as the centerpiece of the 1889 World's Fair. Though it faced criticism initially, it has since become a global symbol of France and one of the most recognizable structures in the world. In 2022 alone, it attracted nearly 6 million visitors, making it the most visited paid monument on the planet. Standing at 1,083 feet tall, equivalent to an 81-story building, the Eiffel Tower is the tallest structure in Paris. It surpassed the Washington Monument during its construction to become the tallest human-made structure in the world, a record it held for 41 years until the completion of the Chrysler Building in New York City in 1930. No matter where you view it in Paris, the Eiffel Tower's beauty still shines. Known as La Dame de Fer, or the Iron Lady, she is located on the Champ de Mars in Paris and has become both a global icon of France and one of the most recognizable structures in the world.
As we wrap up our journey through Paris, remember that the magic of this city is waiting for you too.
Imagine yourself standing beneath the twinkling Eiffel Tower, wandering through charming streets, or indulging in a cozy cafe.
Paris isn't just a destination, it's an experience.
A place where every corner tells a story and every moment feels like a dream.
So why wait? Start planning your adventure to the City of Lights.
Whether it's for the romance, the art, the history, or just the sheer fun.
Thanks for joining us on this tour.
And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more unforgettable journeys.
Until next time, à bientôt, which means see you soon.
Yes, please let us see you on our next video.